In order for a community announcement or church announcement to be aired on KLEK 102.5 FM, we ask that the announcement be sent at minimum 1 week in advance. Thank you for supporting KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to the second half of Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guests are Mrs. Catherine Moore and is it Ms. or Mrs. Beverly?
Beverly Estridge.
I mean, is Ms. or Mrs.?
Miss.
Miss, alrighty. And they are here talking about the IHS, which was the Industrial High School, and BTW, Booker T. Washington, Praise and Pasta Gospel Concert. Well, this is actually a reunion as well. And so I did some research, but I want you all to tell the story of the two schools, and so people who may not know. I didn't know the history of these two schools, so please give us some background of these schools, and then we'll transition into the gospel concert.
Okay. Jonesboro Industrial High School, Booker T. Washington High School, known as IHS, BTW, reunion of classes, comprised of graduates and attendants from IHBW who meet biannually for a class reunion. Currently, the group has 250 members and is dedicated to preserving the legacy of the first American high school in Northeast Arkansas. Our history: Booker T. Washington High School, also known as Jonesboro Industrial High School, was the first high school for African Americans in Northeast Arkansas. After some setbacks, BTW ultimately became a source of pride in the black community, with students coming from across the region to attend the school. A severe storm came in December of 1917, destroyed the city's auditorium. The Colored School Improvement Association, CSIA of Jonesboro, lobbied the Jonesboro School Board for the bricks for the dilapidated building to construct the new school for black students. The Jonesboro City Council granted the bricks to the black community, and the CSI raised money for the purchase of a site for the future school. The bricks were moved to the site and hand cleaned by the black men, women, and children of Jonesboro. However, several attempts to build the high school was halted, and the new school was never built. In 1966, when Jonesboro Public Schools was completely desegregated, BTW closed. Currently, the E. Boone Watson Community Center and African American Culture Center stands on the former BTW site.
Wow, that's amazing history. And until I read it last night, which I'm finding the link to post so that people can go look the information up for themselves on the Encyclopedia of Arkansas, I didn't know that where E. Boone Watson Center sits is where the old site was.
Yes.
I do remember when I first moved to Jonesboro, back where Washington and Matthews kind of converged, split off. There used to be a building in that space. Well, I know there was some apartments there at one time, but wasn't there a school building somewhere down Matthews or Washington?
It was a little further back.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And so even that history is lost for those who may not know. And then there are people who probably were born and raised here, and still don't know that history.
And where the park was, just a few back, there was a school.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell us why it's important to keep the history alive of those two buildings, and then why this reunion is important.
Right. We need to not let our legacy die. We need to keep it going. We need more volunteers to come out and help us support it, because we don't want to lose it.
Right. All right. Mm-hmm. So tell us what brought on the inspiration to do the gospel choir, do the reunion choir.
Well, the reunion committee contacted us, and this is a fundraiser.
Okay.
to be honest, it's a fundraiser. They have the reunion. How often, Miss Beverly?
Every 2 years.
Every 2 years, and they always put on big fundraisers. It's a huge thing in the community that they do, and I've had the opportunity to participate before.
Okay.
With different things that they do. They have so much fun the whole weekend. It's all of the graduating classes of that school get together, so it's not just one class. So when they do get together, they have these fundraisers and they have these get-togethers to help, to keep the reunion alive and to raise money. And when the committee members and board members got with us, they wanted to do something a little different to help kind of spark the news that, hey, the reunion is coming up again next year in 2020. So they contacted us and said they wanted to do this pasta and praise. So it's kind of like when you first think about it, it's kind of like a jazz setting with people coming in and eating and fellowshipping and music playing. But we know that Jonesboro is the heart of Jonesboro, especially in the Black community, is the church and it's gospel music. So we wanted to appeal to that audience, of course, and have a few of us local girls come in and just kind of put on a concert to display our talent and to lift up God at the same time.
That's amazing. So we want to let everyone know that it's going down on August 10th.
Yeah.
And at the Glass Factory, which is at 313 West Huntington Avenue.
Right.
You can get your tickets now. Are tickets available now?
Yes, they are.
All right. They're $20 on sale now at eventbrite.com or $25 at the door. Go ahead and get your tickets early. You might as well. You're going. So.
Not only are you going to save $5, but you're going to get a good seat. So get your tickets early. And we know that everybody is not computer savvy. So if there are some people that are not going to go on Eventbrite or don't know how to go into Eventbrite, some of our board members have tickets as well. Miss Beverly has tickets.
I have tickets myself, Beverly Estridge.
Okay.
My phone number is 870-316-99. Our treasurer, Pastor Dan Freeman, and our sergeant at arms, Curtis Tate, our secretary, Jan Strong. Tickets will be available at the door for $25, recommending getting your tickets early. Performing will be Gospel Jay Daniel from Little Rock, from here in Jonesboro, Samantha Davis, Tara Newman, and Elder Catherine Moore, which is here with us today.
Now, this is going to be an awesome show.
Yes,
I don't know the Jay Danielle, but I know the other ladies pretty well. So,
and then last year, we did an all-white affair. Okay. And so this time, the first night, we're going to do a jean and jersey. So you'll be able to wear your favorite jersey and come out and
that'll be fun.
And wear your jazzy jeans. So we need to make plans. Everybody needs to make plans to come to our RSBTU reunion of all classes all weekend.
All right. So now, even if you didn't grow up here, you never attended the school, can we still come to the reunion and hang out? Can we still come to the reunion?
Yes, you can. Even if you didn't go, you can still participate.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
I go, Q. I go to some of the events. I just feel like I should. My dad was a graduate, so
you kind of
they have fun. Yeah, especially the whole Jersey thing. I got to go represent those Cowboys. So you know how that is.
That'll start a whole other conversation.
I know, right?
I want to say good morning to a few people. This is Jackie Denise Gorham. This is Christy Mathis Conway.
Hi, sisters.
It says, hey, Kat.
Hi, sisters.
Tequila. I hope I pronounced her name right. Tequila.
Oh, yeah. That's a cousin.
Okay.
Hey, girl.
She says, hello, Catherine. And Bishop Adrian says, good morning.
Good morning,
Catherine.
Bishop.
And good morning to Alexis Scott. And I also posted the link to the Encyclopedia of Arkansas so that you can read this wonderful story for yourself. And good morning to Aisha Stafford. All right, so again, Praise and Pasta Gospel Concert, Saturday, August 10th at the Glass Factory. So what inspired, I guess, the concert? Like I know you said they've had concerts before. Mm-hmm. Tell us what inspired, I guess, this or these particular artists, or did you make contacts, or did you just have in mind, I want these people because they can really bring the fire?
Well, one of the board members, Sally Porter, who I believe is listening and watching from,
and she's
from
the president. Yeah, she's our president.
Okay. Yeah,
yes. Hi, Sally.
Hey, Sally. She contacted me and She just wanted to, well, the board just wanted, like I said, to put something together for people to come and enjoy gospel music and just another way for them to fellowship. And of course, as a fundraiser. And when she reached out to me, she said that she wanted to get some of us in the community that everybody knew, some of the hometown girls that people, you know, would love to hear sing and love to hear worship. So she thought of me and Sam and Tara, and I'm overwhelmed, honestly. I don't take it for granted at all. It's such an honor to be thought of, especially in the guides of worship, because that's something that I love to do. So in this particular setting, all three of us girls were like, whoa, this is so new, this is so different. But we were on board from the very beginning. I think it's going to be something really fabulous.
That's awesome. And I want to kind of backtrack a little bit about the history, and again, going back to why keeping this information alive and present. Again, we have a younger generation that's younger than us. That have no clue even about some of the little bit of history of Jonesboro, of the wonderful things that happened here. And when these schools were around, that was an important time in history, period.
Right.
You had the Brown versus Board of Education case going up against the Supreme Court. There was segregation all across the country, and here you all were in the South, you know, trying to find a space for all students to go. And also, what I read in the story, some students couldn't even attend because there was a tuition of 50 cents a week. And we think about that now, 50 cents, oh, that's nothing. I spend that and more, like in an hour. But there were some students who couldn't even attend the school, and now we have the freedom and luxury to go to any school we want to go to. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why it's important to know where we come from and what has happened that transpired to where we are today.
I think a lot of that just stems exactly from what you said. We don't know that. Our children don't know that, you know, just even about the tuition, about some of them having to pay tuition to go to school. If we don't know, then it's very hard for us to appreciate where we are now. I know I'm a history buff, kind of like I know you are. Those type of things, especially in the African American community, I think we need to tell our children where we came from so that they don't take advantage. Well, not take advantage, but take for granted where they are now, because they just go to school. We don't have to worry about paying tuition for public schools. They don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to be accepted in our local schools or anything. So if we tell them where we came from, it will help to build more of an appreciation to where we are now. Now, are we where we need to be? Absolutely not. But we're so much further along than where we are. And those of us, I know for myself, I was telling Sally yesterday, I feel like it's a part of my responsibility. This is a part of my legacy. My father graduated from this class in 1968. So I feel like it is a part of my responsibility to not only tell my children, but let the community know, hey, our people struggled. Just one generation back, they struggled. And even in this city, like we think about the Little Rock situation in different areas around here that made national news about how they were just trying to go to school. But that isn't so far removed, 2.5 hours away. That was right here in Jonesboro too. So we have to keep that alive so that we can appreciate it.
And also in the story, it talks about how students were bussed in from Bay, Lake City, Paragould, Biggers, Pocahontas, Walnut Ridge, Black Rock, and Bowdoin, Wiener, and Truman. Wow. I don't know where all of these cities are, like, distance-wise, but I can imagine, what is this? Biggers. I don't know how far that is, but I don't think it's that close either. I mean, Pocahontas is still about another 30 minutes plus down the road in Walnut Ridge, and in Bowdoin and Wiener, like they're not down the street. I'll put it like that.
Right, exactly.
And so these students had to get bussed into Jonesboro every day, those that were able to. So again, going back to our children have the freedom to go to a school that can be right down the street versus being bussed out of town. But this was the norm for, I don't know, say, generations that came before you. This was the norm. Get up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to go to school by 8 o'clock because you got to ride a bus for an hour or whatever the case. So,
I couldn't imagine.
And again, we have the luxury of having accessibility to education that's free.
Right.
Somewhat. That's another discussion. But I think, again, we need to do we do need to teach this history to our kids and drive home the importance of why keeping these reunions alive is so important. Fellowshipping and networking.
It really is.
Hopefully, after, the people that did graduate that are still around, once they either retire, in essence, from being able to host the events, the younger generation was still, like you said, the legacy of that generation was still picking up and keep the torch going.
Right.
Miss Esker, would you like to add some more to the story of why this is important to you?
Our older people are dying out, some of them, and they worked hard to keep the Booker T. Washington reunion alive, and I would like to see it go further. I would like to see more volunteers come out and help, because we got to keep it going.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, like she said, it's our legacy.
That's right.
And we need more participation.
Most definitely.
So
we hope to see as many as possible at the upcoming concert. Like, let's pack this place out. I don't know how many it holds, but let's pack it out.
And this is our first fundraiser, and we're going to have 2 more so that we can gather money for scholarships.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We do that too.
So who do the scholarships go to?
You have to fill out an application, and so we have a board that goes through it and see,
Okay.
Who
so
has
they have to meet a certain level of
Yes, they do.
requirements. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So be on the lookout for that information. When that information is available, let us know so that we can post it and let the community know.
Okay.
So that we can get as many people to apply as possible.
And then our reunion is on the 10th, 11th, and 12th of July of 2020.
All right. So
Yes.
you're making preparations now, trying to get the funds together for the scholarship and all that. And look, if you want to be a part of these great events, come on out, support, and contact any member on the IHS and BTW committee.
Yes.
And if you're unsure who they are, reach out to us. We'll find a way to get you connected. All right. I want to say good morning. Oh, Miss Jackie Denise Gorham says, I'm excited about this concert.
We are too. We are too. We're really, really excited. It's going to be kind of, like I said, that whole setting where each one of us get our little 10 or 15 minute little segments to kind of worship the way we worship. So it's not a competition thing. We are all doing it for the glory of God, and we of course to help raise money for the reunion of classes. So you get a feel of 4 different ladies who love God, who worship God in our own different way. You get that night. So it's going to be great. That afternoon is going to be wonderful. It's at the Glass Factory downtown on Huntington.
So you might come dressed all cute, makeup done.
1 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
By the time you leave, your mascara be running down. And I can say this from listening. Well, shoot, how long? 20? Ooh.
Oh gosh, almost 30 years, girl. We've been friends a long time.
Oh my God, it's been a long time. Okay. So I've been hearing Catherine sing, Tara sing, and just really got more into Samantha. Like, for the longest, I just thought she played the keyboard.
Oh, she's a beast.
And then, like, about maybe 10 years ago, heard her. So I'm like, what the world?
Yeah, she is a beast vocally. She's really kind of quiet and subdued and, kind of laid back. And she's ridiculous on the keys. But, vocally, Samantha is a beast.
And then we have gospel artist Jay Daniel from Little Rock. So she'll be our surprise.
Yeah, she's a surprise guest. She's coming from Little Rock.
She's coming from Little Rock, so that'll be our surprise guest.
So how long has she been in the industry? I apologize, I never heard her.
I'm not sure. She's a surprise to us too. Sally's been keeping this kind of she's a surprise to all of us. So hey, she's singing about God, I'm sure. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So again, Saturday, August 10th, 1 o'clock p.m., the Glass Factory. Come on out. Tickets are $20 in advance on Eventbrite, and that's BRITE, or $25 at the door. But why wait? I mean, if you just want to give up extra $5, that's great too. But hey, get your tickets early. Even if you buy it early, you can't go. Bless somebody else with the tickets.
Right.
So, want to say good morning to Miss Maddie Warren. Thank you for checking in. And during the concert, during that time frame, will you discuss any of the history of the schools or?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sure. We have a program.
A program, okay.
Yes.
All right, so please come on out and join. Now, is there a dress code, particular, just casual?
I don't think so. Just
casual.
comfortable.
I'd say
Casual.
I just say come comfortable.
Yeah.
And be ready to praise God.
Absolutely, that's it. I figure, hey, you sing worship music that long, at some point he's going to enter the room, so just be comfortable.
Right. So look, get your cute sneakers, your bedazzled sneakers, and t-shirts with whatever slogan. That'd be perfect.
Cute and comfortable, not too much makeup, like you said.
Because it will be streaming down your face.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to get ready for a break, and we'll come back. We'll just wrap up our discussion. For those that may have missed the beginning, we'll just go through a little bit of the history and recap the date, time, and location again. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. If you're considering a debt settlement company, get as much information as possible about the process. Before you sign on the dotted line, here are some key questions you should ask. First, what are your fees? Most of the fees should be based upon performance and results. Many companies charge a flat fee based on a percentage of your debt amount. Their fees are collected in the beginning months of the program, even if no settlements are completed. If the company can't demonstrate experience and a proven track record, keep it moving. Don't take their word for it. Check independent sources, such as the National Foundation for Credit Counseling. Go to debtadvice.org to find an NFCC agency near you. I'm out of time, but check for Money Matters tomorrow for more questions you should ask before hiring a debt settlement company. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Help keep KLEK on the air. We are seeking 100 donors to give at least $20 per month, but we are happy with any gift, large or small. Come by our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro. Call us at 870-277-1080 or visit our website, klekfm.org, or you can use Cash App, $KLEKFM, or text KLEK1. Send it to 44321.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro Community Back to School Bash, August 3rd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Allen Park Community Center, 3609 Ray Street, Jonesboro. Purpose: to create unity among organizations to achieve a common goal by giving parents and students a jump start on preparation for the academic year. Backpacks and school supplies for kids K through 12 will be distributed. A parent or supporter age 16 and up must be present with child. There will be lunch, health screenings, and vendor booths. Black Professionals Network JB@gmail.com or bpnjonesboro.org. The summer months are the most dangerous time for youth. More are experimenting with alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs during this time, and there is an increased occurrence of accidents and deaths as a result. Be aware and be safe. This message is brought to you by Crowley's Ridge Development Council.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with my special guest, Elder Catherine Moore and Ms. Beverly Eskridge. They're here discussing the upcoming IHS, which is Industrial High School, and BTW, Booker T. Washington. It's a fundraiser that's coming up. It's Praise and Pasta Gospel Concert, and they're getting ready for the reunion coming in 2020. So we got to do some fundraising because they're also offering scholarships and some other wonderful things during the reunion time. So to get your mind right, get your spirit right, they're going to have a gospel concert, Praise and Pasta. So this is a sit-down luncheon type deal. You get some food and praise at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So again, we have some of our local musicians that are going to be performing and an out-of-town special guest that none of us know, but I'm sure they are wonderful. So for those that may have missed the beginning of the show, go back through a little bit of the history of the schools and why keeping the legacy alive is so important. Just give us a quick rundown. Do
you want to do that, Miss Beverly?
A severe snowstorm in December of 1917 destroyed the city's auditorium, and the Colored School Improvement Association of Jonesboro lobbied the Jonesboro School Board for the bricks from the devastated building to construct a new school for black students. The Jonesboro City Council granted the bricks to the black community, and the CSIA raised money for the purchase of the site for the future school. The bricks were moved to the site and hand-cleaned by black men, women, and children of Jonesboro. However, several attempts to build the high school was halted, and the new school was never built. In 1966, when Jonesboro Public Schools was completed, desegregated, BTW closed. Currently, the E. Boone Watson Community Center and African American Cultural Center stands on the former BTW site.
All right. And again, I know quite a few people that live here probably did not even know that little bit of history.
Right.
And so hopefully that encourages you to go out to the E. Boone Watson Center. Can't even talk today. Encourages you all to go to the E. Boone Watson Community Center and look at all of the rich history that is in that. Of course, there's the one side, there's the meeting room, but then the museum side is just absolutely amazing.
It really is.
I want to give a shout out to whoever the curators were of putting it all together, and Mr. Roger McKinney, who oversees that facility. Thank you for your service to the community, and thank you for everyone who donated all the artifacts that are located in the African American Cultural Center. We need to start encouraging our kids, youth groups, to take a trip, a tour.
Oh yeah.
Through the facility, and maybe write. I'm always about writing essays. But I really want the kids to start embracing and learning this history so that they can keep the legacy alive for generations to come. Yeah. And that's why it's important to get involved in events like this, this fundraiser and other events that are coming up, and maybe attend the reunion, even if you didn't go. Well, what age, what year? Let's see. The school closed down in the
66.
Okay.
66 was the last graduating class.
Okay, so definitely before we were.
Yeah. But in the grand scheme of things, it really wasn't that long ago,
Okay, 10 years. We're talking about kids earlier, so almost like your daughter, your oldest daughter, in essence, like, from her age.
Right.
It was that time. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it.
Oh, well. All right, so that last 2 minutes, tell us again, date, time, location.
Praise and Pasta Gospel Concert, August 10th, 1 p.m. at the Glass Factory, which is 313 West Huntington Avenue, downtown. Is it 313 or 316? 316. Okay. West Huntington. It's downtown, one of the new spots. It's going to be great, featuring Tara Newman, Samantha Davis, special guest artist Jay Danielle, and myself, Catherine Chandler Moore. I throw that Chandler in there so the old school Jonesboro people know who I am. Just featuring us. You get a meal and you get worship and praise at the same time. So please come out. August 10th, 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon. Start your weekend off right.
All right. And so as Catherine said earlier, come cute and comfortable.
Yes, cute and comfortable.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so you don't have to be too dressed up, but come be ready to get your belly filled and your spirit
and get your praise on. Yes, ma'am.
And I want to see a packed house.
Yes, pack the house out. Come out, Jonesboro.
Yeah, this is beneficial to our culture, our history. It's our heritage, and we owe it to those that have come before us to pay homage to what they've done for this community.
Yes, ma'am.
As a whole and surrounding area. So come on out, show your support, show your love for this wonderful event.
We want to shout out the BTW reunion of classes, all those graduates that are listening. Shout out to you guys. Yes. Thanks for trailblazing us and leading the way, and we hope to make you proud.
Amen. All right, well, we thank you all so much. And don't forget to get your tickets in advance at eventbrite.com or see one of the committee members and reach out to us if you don't know who they are. We'll get you in touch with someone.
Yes, and you can see me, Beverly Estridge. My phone number is 870-316-9699. And I'm available for tickets.
All right. We thank you, ladies, so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us, Q.
And thank you to everyone in the community for supporting KLEK 102.5 FM. We could not do what we do without you. We are your community radio station. Good morning to Rhonda Village Simmons and Miss Keandrea Borders. And Miss Rhonda says, beautiful. Make sure you get your tickets, y'all. Come on out. Have a great and blessed day, everybody.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. A program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in